One of our favorites is here. Everybody's excited. Jennifer Garner, she developed, co-produced, and stars in the hilarious and heartwarming film Family Switch, where an entire family trades places. Well, luckily, the real Jennifer didn't trade places with anybody. She's here with us
How
this
do you
morning.
know? How do you know I'm really
Well, good morning. You know, thank you for being here, first of all. And I know you put yourself under the ultimate pressure. You actually watched this film with your 11-year-old son and his classmates.
I know.
What was his reaction to seeing you turn into a teen?
He was a little mortified, actually, that I had invited his entire class to see the movie. But in the end, it was so fun. I mean, just listening to little kids laugh, there's nothing better. It was great.
That is high pressure, though, an 11-year-old's whole class.
Yes, I didn't think about it until we were actually in the theater. And then I was sweating. I was just like, what have I done? But it ended up being great. At first, he looked at me. He was like, Mom, this is so embarrassing.
Totally.
We made it through.
Let's see what made everybody laugh.
You cannot wear that to school. I will
You
die.
think you're wearing this to my work?
You look like an American Girl doll.
Are those your father's gym shorts?
Is this Nancy Pelosi?
You have paint on your jacket.
Because you're an artist, you should be able to dress like one.
No, but I can't hope to be made partner looking like a teeny bopper.
Yeah, you gotta bow down to the patriarchy, don't you, Mom? Just dress for the male gaze.
Oh, you and your ideals. Well, let me tell you something. Ideals don't pay the bills.
I've heard those lines from my teenagers. Right?
Exactly. Yeah. Some of that might have been improvised. Yeah.
So what would your kids do if they were switching place with you?
If my kids were suddenly in my body, one of them would instantly go onto Zoom, on a Once Upon a Farm Zoom, wanting to know all what's really going on. One would just open my phone and read anything. I think they would have a good time. They would beeline for what they are interested in.
Yeah. Of course, this isn't your first body swap movie.
Yeah.
It cannot be almost 20 years since 13 going on 30.
It's
one of my favorite
Yeah, I know, all time. So are there little Easter eggs, if you will?
There are a couple of
this
Easter
one?
eggs. Yeah, we'll see. There's one that's overt, and then there's one that only true blues really pick up.
Oh, I'm gonna look for it.
It's fun. It's sweet. And 13 going on 30, Netflix put that out right now, and so I'm getting a lot of Jenna Rinkle wherever I go, which makes me so happy.
Oh, that's so good. I want to talk about that video that you posted. It's so funny. You showed the contents of your purse. I can completely can relate to this. One thing I can't relate to, though, is how many bags of nuts you had in your purse.
Lara, I can't believe we're talking about
sometimes
this.
we need snacks. But why so many?
I've been on the road a lot. Like, you know, when you just travel back to back and you don't clean out your backpack. And I guess I'm panicked about not having a snack available. So every time I passed anything, I must have just grabbed the bag of nuts that I saw, like filled up a little bag for the plane. And when I went through my bag, there were 8 little things of nuts.
So obviously you're not snacking.
I mean, some of them, there were only like 2 or 3 left, and I'd been like, I better keep that cashew for later. I don't know. I have no excuse.
Any hard candy? Because Mom always had.
There was a little bit of candy.
Okay,
Yeah.
hard candy though.
There was hard candy. There was a lot. It was embarrassing, Robin, but
Those moments are so
humbling.
great. I love your posts. They're really fun. They're just we can all relate.
Well, good. That's a nice way to put it. Thank you. Thanks.
But I'm curious for you in this film, is it easy for you to switch back to being a teen?
It was really fun. It's fun for me to let go a little bit. I think that I'm a little more loosey-goosey than I think I get to be in real life. So I love the physical aspect of it. I love just getting to let it all hang out a bit. And it was a blast. And Emma Myers, who plays my counterpoint, was amazing she was not used to being the boss, and she had to really get tough and raise her voice, and that's not her style. But Ed Helms is a comedic genius, and if he is on your set, you are gold. Because I would just say, Ed, how do I make this funnier? What should I say? How do I deliver this line? He can find the funny in anything.
Because you're wearing so many hats in this movie.
Yeah.
I mean, doing so many different things that you're doing.
Oh, it was great. We developed the movie starting back. It was the same producing group that developed and produced Yes Day. We started it back then. We were just like, what would happen if we had an entire family, including the baby and dog, which is everyone's favorite. Like, forget how hard the rest of us worked with body, with like movement coaches, whatever. Forget that. It's all about the baby and the dog. But we very intentionally made this, it's an ensemble piece, so all before, like the kids really shine, and Ed and I are there to kind of, you know, bask in their glory. But it's pretty great to see Brady Noon, Emma Myers, and Ed Helms just like give it up.
I'm kind of over here, kind of like sweating because I imagine like switching with the guy.
I know. I don't want to do it. The reality is, it's so intense to be a teen. You know, the reality is you go to their schools and you see what they're up against and how much work they're producing. It doesn't even come close.
But we want everybody to see your work. Family Switch is streaming on Netflix on Thursday. Make sure you check it out.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.